The decision to flee came suddenly. Or maybe we'd been planning it all along. The fact that we had no idea where we were was definitely a factor. But how did we end up on this long, windy road? And what does any of this nonsense have to do with the true Australian dream?
Oscar.
Jesus! How long have you been standing there?
About 4 hours.
Why?
I'm painting your apartment. You said I could.
When?
Right after you gave me $20
Why did I give you $20?
to paint your apartment.
I meant paint my apartment, the actual walls! Why would I want a picture of my messy apartment to hang in my already messy apartment?
I don't know, I thought that was kind of weird too. I thought you wanted like a little miniature version to hang up on the wall. Look, I've painted us in it. And I've painted this painting hanging on the back wall.
Oh yeah. That's kind of neat. It's like when you hold up two, mirrors next to each other and the image just bounces back and forth. Yeah, keep the 20, finish the painting.
What movie are you watching?
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh, so it was the book you're reading.
Oh,
Which one came first?
the book. It's always the book. When has there ever been a book based on a movie?
Lord of the Rings?
They really made that movie into a book?
Yeah?
That's ridiculous. Peter Jackson sold out.
What is this movie based on a book about?
Journalist goes to Las Vegas. He's meant to be covering a dirt race in a police conference, but instead he just gets really messed up on all these drugs and writes about that instead.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of writing, have you got much more done?
That's complicated.
How so?
Well, it's tough to do more when you haven't done anything at all to begin with.
Oscar.
Well, I'm sorry, I got distracted.
By what?
I rented this French movie and then there were no subtitles.
Oh, so you went and translated the whole thing like last time?
No, I hired some French guy to dub the movie as we watched it. Got a little weird. And then there was the Survivor Marathon.
I didn't know you liked Survivor.
Oh no, an actual Survivor Marathon. It was all these people who'd survived things like fires, shark attacks, train wrecks. They got in a race for a marathon. Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
And that took up a whole week.
Well, Monday to Thursday.
How can a marathon take 4 days?
Well, I mean, it's hard to finish a marathon when you're dragging your lifeless, shark-attacked corpse with nothing but a nub to the finish line.
What kind of sick freaks watch this show?
Yeah, I know, my bookie was really disgusted.
You bet on them?
Not on him. I had the Burns victim for 100.
Look, you seriously have to get a move on. You told me you were going to write 3 feature films before you finished university.
Fine. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. From now on, I'm going nowhere without this typewriter.
Can't you just take a pen and paper?
Annie, the first thing they teach you in writing course is that every great story was written on a typewriter.
You're telling me Capture in the Rye was written on a typewriter?
I said every great story. You need to be listening, Annie. From now on, I'll bring this everywhere. That way, the moment inspiration strikes, I'll be able to type out my masterpiece.
Oscar, you can't take that to the bathroom with you.
Fine.
Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
How long had I been wandering aimlessly down this road? It must have been hours now. It was obvious. I'd walked the circumference of the earth and arrived back to where I started. No wonder I was so tired. But I had to keep going. I had to reach a town or a city. Intelligent civilization in any form. But instead, I found a sloth. Hey, man.
So, you're saying I'm not intelligent or civilized in any form?
Well, you do seem to have the ability to read my mind. And a firm grasp on the English language, one far superior to the drudgeons living around this area.
Drudges?
Workers.
No, dude, I know what it means. Just a bit harsh ragging on the lower class.
Out of everything to meet on this dreary, sun-baked afternoon, it had to be a 5'6" talking sloth with communistic ideology and a flair for language and telepathy. One of God's own prototypes. It'll never get beyond the factory floor, this one.
Yeah, so what are you doing out here?
Friends crashed the car. We're stranded a couple of miles down the road.
Bummer.
Yeah, you wouldn't happen to know of a way out of this vineyard?
Just follow this highway a few Ks and you'll find a gas station. Might be able to find a tow truck.
Sweet, thanks a lot, man.
Cool, but just... May I have a little kiss before you go? It's lonely out here.
I Dig a Pygmy by Charles Hawtrey and the Deaf Ape. Phase 1, in which Doris gets her oats.
How's life?
Aimless. How's the music?
Not that good. You know those bands like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones?
Yeah.
And that Hendrix guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they've kind of taken all the good songs.
Yeah. Hey. Who would you prefer to still be alive? Kurt Cobain?
Ooh.
Jimi Hendrix?
Yeah.
Or Santa Claus?
Wait, still alive?
Haven't you heard?
But this explains nothing. What were these bad vibrations? How did this savage journey ever begin?
Oh, Donkey Kong came to visit, or, yeah, I'm not very good at this. Ask Oscar.
Hear that, Annie? That's my belly not rippling with a joyous laughter. Where's Oscar? He's gonna freak when he sees this.
He's in the bathroom.
Oh, I got it!
What, crabs?
Inspiration.
I had that once.
How was it?
Not too dissimilar to crabs. I think I got some cream somewhere.
I lost it! Look what you've done!
It is not my fault that you have the memory of a goldfish.
Are you kidding me? I know plenty of goldfish with better memory than Oscar.
Yes, but can they talk?
Can you talk underwater?
Well played, good sir, well played. What's with the barrel?
You don't remember.
Remember, we just went through this. Christ, your memory's worse than mine.
Oscar, it's our wine.
Groovy, but why'd you put it in a barrel? Bottles are far better.
No. Oscar, it's our wine.
Wait, you mean?
Yes.
Okay, for my sake, please explain.
Alright, well there was a time when me and Oscar were really broke and we couldn't afford any alcohol.
Oh, so pretty much any time from now till birth?
Well, it takes me back to year 11.
Ben, you're lost in your memories. Come back to us. Ben?
Oh, sorry. Well, we were so desperate for wine and we didn't want to pay $3 per bottle, so we decided to make our own wine.
How much did that cost you?
$3.
So you didn't save anything.
No. $3. For the whole barrel?
Oh, yes, my friend. We brewed it in this abandoned house down from the street from where we used to live in this bathtub.
That is disgusting. Did you even clean it?
Yeah, we sterilized it.
With what?
With our wine?
Anyways, we never drank the wine because the grapes were sold to us at a really discounted price.
Yeah, for a reason.
Being that they had grown around peyote, a cactus with high concentration of psychoactive concentrates.
Use concentrate twice in that sentence.
What, didn't appeal?
No, it sounded disgusting.
Such a shameful shame.
I hate you.
Peyote?
It's basically this Native American thing what they use in ceremonies to communicate with the spirit world. It's like an LSD cactus.
So we thought this stuff is probably a bit too hard for 17-year-old parties. So we decided to store it underground for a while. And according to my calculation, the psychoactive concentrates have kind of died out. So I think it's time to drink this stuff.
Cool.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Oh, it gets better.
I said it sounds like a bad idea.
Well, since I wanted to do this in style, I went to the car rental agency and I got us a red convertible Ford Mustang.
Wait, you're telling me we have a 1971 Ford Mustang with a V8 421-stroke engine pulling a maximum brake horsepower of 365 with rear racing suspension and 22-inch spinnings?
Yeah. Wait, you know nothing about cars. How'd you know that?
Sure, man. I am a car enthusiast.
Oscar,
Girl I used to know drove that car. I memorized it to get in.
how'd it go?
We got on like a house on fire.
Oh, she liked you.
No, she tried to kill me with gasoline and a Zippo. And then tried to claim me on insurance. It was this whole thing. It was weird.
Anyway, what's the car for?
Well, since we're drinking peyote, a Native American ritual drink, I decided we should go up to the outskirts of Victoria and have our own little ritual.
What kind of ritual?
Yeah, I'm not sacrificing another lamb.
Oscar, we had kebabs. That's hardly a sacrifice.
Those majestic beings put down their lives so you and me could have a hearty kebab at 3 a.m. in the morning. If that's not a martyr, I don't know what is.
The only martyr or sacrifice was that 12-year-old Iranian boy standing in front of that 3,000-degree fryer later, serving us those greasy heartstoppers.
That was 2,000 at best.
Ritual?
When I said ritual, I meant going to the outskirts of Victoria and drinking this wine and laying under the sun, you know, having a good time.
Sounds kind of nice.
Alright, Groovy, we can do that, but first can we please try it, because I don't want to drag that all the way outside and it doesn't work.
Good idea.
Cheers!
This tastes like death.
Like some horrible dream.
It's like licking Vincent Price's eyeballs. Another one?
Okay, one more, but then we have to go.
That's better the second time.
Alright, I'll get the car. Annie, you take the barrel.
Why me?
Because I brought it up.
Fine.
Alright, cool. Let me just grab my vest and hat and then we can be on our way. It gets very cold in the desert.
Oh, that's okay. I already chucked them in the car for you.
Sweet.
Also, why do you need a sheep herder's vest?
In case I ever want to start herding sheep, thus necessitating a sheep herder's vest.
Why would you want to be herding sheep at all, even?
Have you got health insurance?
No.
Bad example. You got condoms?
Yes.
Any foreseeable future where you actually get laid?
No.
We'll see, there you go.
So far from that metaphor.
We were somewhere on the edge of Victoria when drugs started to take a hold. We were a bunch of lonely refugees from the spoiled generation. Too whingy to live. Too scared to die.
I swear, Oscar, if you continue narrating this whole journey, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
You're not feeling a little lightheaded?
Well, I've been having these violent hallucinations where manta rays and bats are swooping down and attacking me in a violent way. But no lightheadedness as of yet.
Really? Maybe you shouldn't be driving. Annie, take over.
What are these goddamn animals?
Christ, you can see them too.
No, I mean you guys. Him tripping about bats, you narrating everything for the last half hour. Let me drive before one of you idiots rams us into a pole.
Get a grip of yourself, man. Fight this terrible drug. It's taken a hold. A far too strong a hold. The type a homeless man would hold over his last $2 bottle of wine. Or myself with a $4 bottle of wine. Lost, scared, and confused. We seemed to be stuck on the outskirts of God knows where. Alone and without transportation. I could taste it in my mouth. The taste of the unknown. The taste of mystery. The taste of ink. Of course, that might just be the pen. But this was just a build-up to our grand adventure. Our epic voyage. A savage journey to the heart of, well, wherever we were.
Sweet Jesus, Mother of God, what the hell have you done, Annie?
I'm so sorry, Ben.
That's okay, it wasn't your fault.
Really?
No, the tree cut you off. Maybe you should get its license plate number. Oh wait, it's a tree. It doesn't have a license plate number.
I'm sorry.
I just don't see how.
I didn't see it.
Didn't see it? Look where we are. There's nothing here.
It was in my blind spot.
In your blind spot? Annie, if that was in your blind spot, I don't think you should be driving.
Guys! We shouldn't be fighting, we should be rejoicing. This is the best thing that could have happened.
I failed to see that.
Don't you see? Now we can have a proper adventure.
Oscar, when bad things like this happen, I wouldn't call it an adventure.
Oh, don't you remember that time we were meant to return those movies to Video Easy?
Yeah.
But we forgot them.
Yeah, we racked up a 20 grand fine and had to move to Perth.
Ah, Perth. The Mexico of Australia.
We nearly got shot at. What are you talking about?
Bullets, the catalyst of adventure.
If it wasn't for Annie's blind keyboard playing friend, we would have got arrested.
Yeah, but we got all the money and we drove across country and the cops were chasing us. Then we got it to the Nun and it was all fine.
What?
What are you talking about? That was the Blues Brothers movie.
Really?
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi.
You sure it wasn't you and me? Oh, that's so weird. What was I talking about? Right, adventure. Let's just see what this day has to offer. But firstly, let's get completely pissed on peyote wine.
And watch the stars.
Yes!
Well, considering the situations, it would be good to divulge in some toxic booze.
Yeah, especially since we spilled some of it on the insurance papers.
What?
Cheers!
And it'll be this magical box where everyone comes together and you tell this magical box what to do and what to see, and then you get that and you show it to everyone else, and then everyone comes to this magical box and we unite mankind.
Man, that's a cinema.
Ah, wavy gravy. Do we already have those?
Yeah, we got those already.
Not out here.
We'll build one here. It'll be brilliant.
Yeah, great. You guys do that.
They'd lost their minds, I knew it. I had to get away. There's only one thing you learn after years of dealing with stupid people. You can always turn your back on a person, but never turn your back on stupidity. Especially when it's talking about opening up expensive equities in rural areas. Madness.
I'm gonna go for a wander.
Away from you, freak.
Away from you freaks.
What?
Nothing.
They can read my mind. This was getting dangerous. Keep your mind blank. Think about the plot to Eraserhead.
Do you know any of the
Constellations?
constellations?
Yeah. I know the saucepan and the frying pan and the rest of the cutleries.
What about the Southern Cross?
Wait, is that what happens when you make a Texan mad?
Hey, man.
Oh, not you again.
Gotten anywhere?
Clearly not. Why do you keep coming around here?
Don't ask me. I'm a figment of your imagination.
Well, maybe I'm a figment of your imagination.
You've given me a bit to think about.
You're not even native to this country.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means we don't even have a sloths in Australia. You're a danger to our ecosystem.
We don't have Swedes either, and you're a danger to our economy.
Just get out of here. Go, go.
Fine, I'm going.
Go back to Ireland.
Sloths don't come from Ireland. Jerk.
Wait, what were we laughing at?
I don't remember.
Oh, alright. A cross southerner.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Me either. Wait, why are we looking for the constellations when it's clearly daytime?
Is that why we can't see the stars? Don't they come out during the day?
The stars are vampires. Oh, Santa, all the Christmases you saved. But why, oh why did you have to eat yourself to the grave? Thank you very much.
That was brilliant.
Thanks.
And You made a guitar out of car parts and cactus.
Thank you. I think I might put that on my Christmas album.
Yes. Hey, have you ever noticed that there's no albums for other holidays?
Wait, what do you mean, like Easter?
The Beatles. Eggy Lane.
All you need is love from Jesus.
Hey, Judas, don't let me down. Take a sad day and make it better. Remember to let me out of my cave. Then you can start to worship me.
That was brilliant. Oh, Annie, that was brilliant.
Hey, is it just me? Or is this wine doing nothing?
Yeah, I think it was just the first glass. I mean, I'm only a little bit drunk.
Yeah, that peyote stuff really wore off quickly, didn't it?
It'll be funny.
What?
It'll be
What?
funny if it hadn't worn off at all.
That would be funny. We'd still be really high.
Much to my surprise, the story of our trip seemed to be coming in fragments, out of sequence, and containing scenes that have more or less to do with nothing. The subject matter is questionable, and the structure is downright senseless. But why was there on this beach? This area is landlocked. Oh my Orson Welles.
Hey, by the way,
Yeah.
where's Oscar?
I walked away like 10 minutes ago. He couldn't have got too far. Oh, there he is.
Are you okay, Oscar?
Hello, yes, indeed. We better get hitching if we want to get home in time to be miserable for our hangovers.
Are we done?
Yeah, let's go.
Come on, it's a car!
I was immediately suspicious of our driver. Who would pick up 3 dreary travelers on a peyote binge such as ourselves? Surely the only person mad enough to do such a thing would be far madder than us.
Bonjour.
We really appreciate this lift, sir. Thank you.
Funny, not many people hitch. Why must people think it's dangerous?
You foreigners are all the same. No faith in the essential decency of Australia's culture.
You're Swedish.
Is your friend alright?
He hasn't been sleeping well. He has a heart condition.
Should we get him to the hospital?
You see, our driver friend understands our urgency, despite his racial handicap.
Racial handicap?
Yeah, you're Norwegian, aren't you?
I felt the joy in if I should choose to make a part of me.
We had been thrown from the car, his angry Norwegian fists waving in the air, yelling Scandinavian hate slurs, none of which we understood. On our long walk home, Annie and Ben had both come to forgive me, blaming the whole incident on the peyote wine. It had been a wild night, a true test of our character and our mission. That I felt we passed with flying colors. A true adventure, one that I felt had brought us closer together as a group. Friendship and dangerous alcohol. The true Australian dream.
Cheerio! Alright then.